Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. It is Monday, March 23rd, and this is your fishing report from Team Extreme, the angling machine. All right, here we go. We're going to label this thing on a 0 to 10 scale. 0 to 2 is bad, 3 to 5 is fair, 6 to 8 is good, 9 to 10 is great. First one, mudcat. They're not biting. They're not biting at all. Caught 2 in like the last 2 months. They're not biting anywhere, even in the deeper parts of this lake. Okay, let's move on to the fair column. The fair column, it's the channel cat. They're kind of up and down all year anyways. Okay, so I think everybody kind of gets the drift of what channel cat really do. The app cat, the Appaloosa cat, you're going to catch them under bridges. I've always caught them under bridges. In fact, I've very recently caught a couple. So they started to go kind of into doing their thing. The hybrid. The hybrid is just the fish. You got sand bass, hybrid, and striper. Okay, you got 3 main striped fish in this lake. The hybrid are the yellower and they have the broken lines. They're quite a bit bigger, but not as big as striper. They're not really biting too good. I put them at like a 3 out of 5. I've caught a couple, just here and there, not really doing a whole lot. Into the good column. Everybody is wanting to know where are the crappie and where are they. Everybody wants to jump the gun on the spawn. Let me tell you, they're biting good. A lot of people are catching them, but they're not catching them hand over fist. They're not catching them as fast as they should be. And the reason for that is because we haven't had a string of warm days yet. We're going to have a string of warm days starting, well, today is actually into the 70s. We're going to have 3 days, boom, 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 right after this that are going to be in the 80s. And I predict that within the next 3 to 5 days, this fish, this crappie, the white and black crappie, are going into the great column and they're going to start being caught everywhere anybody is fishing. So, give it time. I know everybody's a little antsy and everybody's trying to get them and find the right spots. They're going to be there. They're going to be in the same places they are. The water level is so high right now that you might actually have to wait a little bit though. Wade with waders, not wait. Okay. The next one, the striper, over by the Louisville Dam. I've been hearing of a lot of people catching striper over there, and they're starting to turn on more and more lately. The black bass, largemouth bass, I've caught relatively quite a few. Every time I go out, I catch at least 1 or 2. So I'm going to put them in the good column. I was going to put them in the great column, but because I'm not directly fishing for them when I've caught them, I can't really do that. So those are just whim fish that just happen to hit. Okay, the blue cat, I've been catching a lot of them lately. They're coming up out of the deep water and they're starting to go onto the shallow flats. They're starting to go into the low-lying areas because of all the extra water. And the shad, nobody can seem to find them. There's a few people that can, but most of them are in boats. Okay, if you're on the bank, good luck, because these shad have scooted to the middle of the lake. And I think the reason for that is just because they can't find the bank. It just keeps getting more and more and more and more water. Okay, so we'll go to the great column. These are the fish right now, 2 of which a lot of people don't actually fish for, but we'll go into the 1. The white bass, sand bass. Sand bass are running really, really good right now. Everybody's catching a bunch. A lot of people are catching their limit. They haven't turned on as good as they can, but they will within the next 3 to 4 days. Just like the crappie, except more people are catching sand bass than they are crappie right now. The carp are spawning right now. The carp went into like an early season spawn, which I say it's early. It's really not. They always spawn before every other fish in our lake. Most of them. Most of the fish here. So if you're a carp fisherman right now, make your homemade dough baits and get after them because they're there. The alligator gar are swarming the banks. They're swarming the creeks. They're swarming everything. Anywhere I've went, I've seen gar. I've caught them in my cast net. I've caught them on my pole. I've caught them with my hand. You know, you can't get past how much of a nuisance they are to actually enjoy the fish themselves because they are a fun fight. They actually are really good. If you debone them right and mix the meat with saltine crackers, break them up, and then roll them in batter, and then fry them, you have garbles. They make them in Louisiana. They're really, really good. Okay, something else I want to talk about real quick is the barometric pressure. The barometric pressure of this lake right now is, I wrote it down, let's see what this is. It is at 29.74. That's in mercury units. Okay, that's actually right in the middle of going from medium low to medium high. A high pressure is around 30.5. When the pressure gets really high in the lake, fish, they don't tend to bite as well. Okay, right now it's starting to drop and it's steadily falling right now. And that's the reason for that is because it's starting to warm up. The water's starting to get warm. The pressure is going to be a little less for the fish and they're going to be able to eat a little bit better. Okay, so one more thing before I go. Zebra mussels are a real thing. Clean your boats. When you come off of Lake Louisville, clean your boats. Clean it, clean it, clean it. I cannot stress that enough. They are an absolute nuisance and they have invaded Lake Louisville, okay? Keep an eye on my channel here on the YouTube channel, and I'm going to give you more information about the contests and tournaments that I'm going to have coming up as soon as this coronavirus is gone and everybody can congregate again. I'm going to start holding tournaments up for children and adults. There'll be prizes. There'll be, and not just like any prizes. They're going to be really good prizes. I promise. I'm going to try to get a few more sponsors than what I've got right now, and then we'll be advertising a lot more rods, reels, boats, kayaks, you name it. We'll have it. We're going to get this thing up and running pretty quick. So, hope you like this video.